and welcome to episode 43 of the Rieg AD Wedding Show. And might I say, this is the first episode by candlelight. Why is that, Adi?
We've got load shedding and lockdown. Double L on a Friday.
I don't think any of us were expecting this. I was surprised this morning when I saw the notice.
I was not as surprised as the day that lockdown happened. I must say, in South Africa we're used to load shedding, but it is a bit cruel to do it now. Bit cruel.
But it's not. We're creating nice atmosphere. It's romantic. It's
very
romantic. Yeah. So it's been quite a week, and we thought we would kind of wrap up the week with just some advice from our side. I finished a wedding film edit this week, and one of the final things we do before we send it off to the client is to actually put it on a USB stick and plug it into our TV and watch it to make sure that we haven't missed anything. Check the color correctness, not just on our computer screens, but actually on a TV device, which is the volume difference between the speeches and the people's voices and the music and all those sort of things. So that's kind of like our final check, and normally the whole family gets invited to watch it with and give their feedback. So I think Adi picked up something very, very valid from that.
Yeah, the Rieg is extremely good in editing the short film, the wedding short film as we call it, but this one just stood out, and we watched it for a second time, and I realized it was because of the narration, and he actually edited in the vows of the groom and the bride, and they really took time to think about what they wanted to say to each other in during the ceremony, and that carries the entire wedding film.
It does.
That was, yes, it makes it so much more special when both of the parties take time.
Their own vows, yes, that they actually, you can actually hear when time was put into writing them. And I think what we absolutely loved about it is the way that they said it to one another. With the pauses and the phrasing and everything, it just made for a brilliant narration for the wedding film. So I think from our side, what we're trying to say is, and unfortunately, I obviously will share this video. It's still with the client, so they haven't given us a okay to make it available publicly. But any bride and groom out there who are planning their big day and who are planning to have their wedding filmed as well, whether we're doing it or someone else, take a little bit of time to write your own vows and take the effort to actually, really say it to one another. I mean, I think what was special about this as well, they were in a church with less than 100 people. We all know why. But in any case, they were saying it as if there were no one else around.
Yes, and the sound and everything was perfect because they were plugged in.
Yes.
The minister held the mic.
Yeah.
There wasn't anyone else. It was really, we know we will shortly be able to share it.
And there's some other films of ours as well,
yes,
where we always use the vows, and you can record the vows beforehand. We've done it before, where we actually record the vows the day before or a week before, something like that, or even record it afterwards. The only difference, I would say, is there's something very special to the way the couple talk to one another on the day.
And because they talk to one another.
Yes.
They're
not talking to a
recording,
microphone.
Yeah.
Where if a couple is recording it with me beforehand, I'm sitting with the groom and the bride separately.
Yes.
And it's just not that same connection as what you would have when you actually with one another. And our cat is in full agreement with us.
Our cat is in agreement.
He's definitely in agreement.
He's mowing just to say that he agrees.
So yes, so from us, I think the important thing is take the time to write your vows. And I mean, right now, everyone who had to postpone their wedding for later in this year or to 2021 have got the time. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with Googling and taking from other people's vows and making it your own. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's more just taking the time to actually go find what you find special in your partner and actually saying it publicly. And that's what vows are.
You know what? I'm going to challenge Richard to write me some vows.
I did on our
And our 20th.
yeah, when
I'm
we had
sorry.
it was in lockdown, we had our own little special vow renewal, and I actually wrote my own vows because on our wedding day 20 years ago, I did not. I copied hers. Okay, so guilty as charged. But I wasn't making wedding films back then. I'm making wedding films right now, and my advice to people is if you want a stunning wedding film, write your own vows, and then
I challenge Richard to read the wedding vows.
and
Our cat is going crazy.
Yeah, our cat is challenging us today. So thank you very much for watching. We'll obviously be back next week. We've got some very exciting episodes lined up for next week. We're not going to share any.
We're not going to give away anything.
Oh yeah, one of them is kind of like a surprise for AD as well. So yeah, so stay tuned for next week, definitely. Please remember to subscribe.
What day?
Thursday.
Thursday or Thursday?
Thursday, the 4th day of the week. So
the day that we must buy alcohol.
yes, that day. So remember to subscribe. Have an awesome weekend. We think everyone is going to stay indoors this weekend because of the rain and
it's very cold here.
But yeah, we'll be back on Monday. And like I said, please remember to subscribe. And remember, you can win a Rieg AD family lifestyle or couple shoot valued to 3,000 Rand, as well as a nomination bracelet with a link from Gabriel Jewelers in the Fountains Mall. So the prize is growing. All you have to do is subscribe, and we'll see you guys on Monday.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Cheers. Bye-bye.